Hello and welcome to a mini episode of the Clutch Report with Shivers and Karak. We're just going to be discussing the US Open finals, both men's and women's, starting off with that absolute demolition from Carlitos. How you feeling, Karak?
Firstly, I must say, Shiv, I'm gonna clap for you. What a prediction! What a prediction, sir.
Thank you very much, my friend. I don't think we need any more palm readers in this country. If anyone wants to come, just come to me. I got it all covered.
No, man, but what a fantastic game. What a match. Carlito with that paella energy,
Man.
that pasta, just threw that pasta out of the garbage there. What a big performance.
Bro, he looked like a man on a mission. He was like fully in the zone yesterday. Ignoring the second set, first set, third set, fourth set, that man was just on it, on fire.
See, now my question here is very simple, Shiv. Who is gonna beat him if he's gonna serve like a serve bot, hit winners, or just play tennis in a disciplined manner? That's not the Alcaraz we know. We know
Yeah,
of the Alcaraz where he's a little, he's a little like, sometimes he has that break fade moment coming up. But this is a different Alcaraz we saw yesterday. We
yeah.
saw an Alcaraz who was doing all of that crafty things we are used to and being so disciplined. And it was such a great watch. Overall, I thought he was smashing it. And again, Sinner just had no response other than the second set. I think Sinner was weak. And I think we both were discussing this while we were watching the game. What happened to Sinner's serve yesterday?
Yeah, serve was off it, and I just felt like because Alcaraz was playing so well, Sinner felt the need to, try harder, go for the lines, and he missed a lot. You know what I mean? Because he just thought, unless I go for the lines, Alcaraz is just going to get a winner. And as he said in his post match also, that he needs to start mixing up his game. He's becoming a bit predictable, which I don't think is necessarily the entire case. I think if his serve was better, I think he would have been a little closer. I still think Alcaraz would have won. But yeah, he probably needs more variety. Like Alcaraz has a drop shot. He has that loopy forehand, which Sinner is just like bludgeon, bludgeon, bludgeon.
And let's not forget that Roger Federer's slice.
Oh yeah.
Listen, he did it 6 times in the final yesterday. I thought he'll keep using it, but that's now I could like actually say that's the greatness of Alcaraz, where he switches everything up. He's not someone who plays that shot on a regular manner. He just plays it when he needs to play it, and it's also great coaching from his coaching staff, right? Like they've gone through the setup, they've gone through Sinner's videos, and they're like, listen, to beat Sinner, you got to be perfect, and that was a flawless, near flawless game. Okay, give me a second. My earphones is down.
No, absolutely. I mean, completely flawless game and just some of the shots. Can we talk about that overhead that he hit in the first set, fading away? I mean, I've never seen an overhead like that. It's got power and precision fading away. It's like a finesse, like a footballer's finesse shot. Just that the magic it produces is what is missing from Sinner's game. That's
Oh, that
that's
was
literally the difference.
when he played that overhead smash. That was like, the commentator was like the alchemy of Alcaraz, and
Yeah.
and I can't say anything more than that. It was actually just, and he was just so switched on, right, from minute one. Even though they had that 30-minute delay, I saw him do the Copenhagen plank, and I was like, maybe he's just playing some football with his, or he's playing catch with his
Yeah.
with his coaching staff, and we just knew that. Listen, this guy looks like he's coming in straight. He's gonna be switched on from minute one, and
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
got that bagel. But also for you, Shivas, I'm sorry I called you Sinner, but you being a Sinner fan, right? What are your thoughts? Like, obviously you predicted Alcaraz to win, but what are your thoughts for the year for Sinner?
I mean, still fantastic year. He won two, Alcaraz won two. He won Wimbledon, which he's never won before. I think just generally consistency over the tour is fantastic. If you're pretty much losing to Alcaraz, you can take that. And he's come out of it with a very positive outlook, right? He's just told himself like, okay, to beat Alcaraz, he needs to be a bit better. He needs to add variety to his game. And he also said in his press conference that he's willing to lose a few matches. That just shows you the mindset that he has, that the drive to just want to get better. He has a goal in mind and willing to work towards that. and he'll take the few losses that comes in the way. But at the end of the day, he's going to become a better tennis player. But for both of them, fantastic seasons. And I feel like this is going to continue for at least 3, 4 years. I can't see anybody else right now beating them.
And I think we're going to be talking about the same thing every Grand Slam. Oh, another day, another Sinner and Alcaraz final. Like,
That's it.
also, when Alcaraz also when Sinner mentioned that he's ready to lose a couple of games, I was just thinking, who the fuck is he going to lose to?
Yeah.
Because there's no.
Even if he has variety, make some errors here and then, he will still beat everybody.
So, but also this other thing I wanted to speak to you about is also Alcaraz, right? So before the game, he was asked a question about what's different, what's different this in this final, because over the entire tournament he was serving exceptionally well. Like he's changed his serve pattern and just been a very disciplined performance. Alcaraz always went back to that Wimbledon final. He always went back to the Wimbledon final, stating that from that game that loss has helped me become a better player. And that's the beauty of sport, right? And that's the beauty of also like individual sport. When you see someone like Carlitos, who's obviously he's going to become the legend of the sport right now, 6 Grand Slams already. Just looking at those losses and then making those improvements there. This could be another breakthrough for Sinner to basically get that change what Alcaraz has got. What do you think about that?
Essentially, you hit the nail on the head. The same thing happened after the French, where Alcaraz beats Sinner. Sinner comes out, takes all the learnings from that game, and then beats him at Wimbledon. Now Carlos has done the same thing after losing at Wimbledon, learned from that, and beat him at the US Open. This feels like it's going to be an endless loop where now Sinner's going to go back to the drawing board, learn from this, figure out some new things, and it's just motivation. I think motivation plays a big factor with these two. Alcaraz, when I looked at him yesterday, that determination in his eyes, you could see it. I'm not losing today. And he didn't I mean, the second set was a little bit of a blip, but 3 and 4, he said, okay, I'm not getting that. That dip in form is not coming again. I'm going to keep my level and sustain it. Now, whether he keeps doing that in the Australian next year and the French next year, it's just going to be like who wants it more with these two because their
Mhm.
levels are so close, to be honest. It's so close. Of course, Alcaraz is more of a magician. He has a little bit more in that sense, but it's just that motivation. And they're going to drive each other like Federer and Nadal did. These two will keep driving each other to improve their games.
Tara, absolutely. Let's move on, Mr. Shivers, to the women's final. The Sabalenka roar all around New York. Yeah.
The tyranny.
When she did that, when she did that after a semi-final victory, I was like, listen, that
Yeah.
is Seba for you. And also props to Anisimova. What a tough couple of years, and then coming back into the tennis circuit and back-to-back finals, Wimbledon and US Open, and finally she's entered the top five. She's actually fourth seed now. So good job, Anisimova. Clap you from the Clutch Report lads here. But again, Sabalenka breaks the curse, finally wins that Grand Slam
Yeah.
this year. Great performance. What do you think of that game?
Yeah, great game. I felt better performance from Anisimova compared to Wimbledon. You could see that the nerves were still there. Unfortunately, it's going to take some time to get over this, but there is improvement. Sabalenka, you could just see there's like a weight off her shoulders now. All the frustration from this year, having reached 2 finals, semi-final, and then not getting over the line. Happy for her. I mean, she definitely deserved one this year, and she was probably the most deserving player amongst the entire draw. A good tournament for Anisimova also. Beat Osaka on the way, who was also on fire. And I just think once that mental temperament is sorted out, she will win a few Grand Slams also. Because she also hits the ball so bloody hard.
It's actually a win-win for the WTA, right? Now you have more people coming in now. You have Swiatek, you have Saba, you have Coco, you have Osaka,
Yeah.
Anisimova, you have Rybakina. So you have a whole lot of the women's coming in, and it's just solid competition. And we've been watching tennis. I've been watching tennis for 15, 16 years, and it's nice to see competition WTA, and obviously opposed to what's happening in the ATP where there's only
Yeah.
Alcaraz. It's just for anyone missing out on the WTA, you guys are just missing out on a lot because it's intense now. And
Yeah.
it's not like how it was before where you just knew it's either Saba or Riga. But now you have so many people coming in, so many opportunities for others to grab it. So it's just great for WTA and kudos that the women are just performing out of their skull and
Yeah.
like before Saba and Anisimova. What was that ball hitting? Like there was a point where they just kept going on like bang, 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 and I'm like, yo, listen, this is better than an ATP game.
Yeah, it's just fearless. There's no holding back, no hesitation, and just swinging for the fences. And you can sometimes you feel like, bro, they're hitting like men. My God.
Exactly, right? But again, like, congratulations to Sabalenka, the Tiger. I think, obviously, I wanted Iga to win, but you have gone 2-2 in the US Open, Shiva.
Yes, sir. Like I said, farm reader, Jyotish, whatever you can call me, Sanatan Sant, I'm all of that.
We've got Shiv the Octopus here.
Yeah, let's see how long this luck continues for.
No, but then obviously, it's great, man, Shiv. What a great start to your just your predictions, man.
Clutch report predictions. Yes.
Clutch report predictions. You're 2-0. You've only beaten me now. And I'm hoping obviously in the Australian Open, I at least get one right so that I get one on bull.
Yeah. But the other thing is, I mean, Sinner after the men's side is probably a little bit more easier to predict. But on the
Correct.
women's side, I'm hoping Osaka can sustain this level that she has. And then I see at least 5 or 6 girls, who will consistently, you don't know who's going to go to from Coco, Swiatek, Rybakina, Sabalenka, Anisimova. There's 5 or 6 good competitors there who will consistently compete, which is good for the women's circuit.
Oh, it's great. It's great, man. And yes, I think that's the end of Grand Slam tennis for the season.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be missing it so much. I came back from work today and I was like, what am I going to do in the night today? Because
Yeah.
usually I'm just, on my couch watching the US Open, and now I'm like, ah, I gotta socialize. I gotta talk to my wife.
Oh man, international break also going on. What do we do?
What do we
But
do? Exactly.
we've got the Asia Cup coming up, so we're going to talk about that next. But that's been a little mini Clutch Report episode for you guys, just summing up the US Open, and we shall catch you in the next one.